Tom O'Halloran has a not-so-common core spelling lesson for the Obama administration. Ready? There is no K in America.
There's kids that can't pray in school, $100 tanks of gas. I can tell you right now, this country ain't supposed to be like that. No, that ain't my America. That ain't this country's roots. You wanna slam, hold on to Sam, but I ain't letting you. Yeah, I'm mad as hell, and you know I still bleed red, white, and blue. They ain't us, and that ain't my America. Oh no, that ain't my America. No, 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 no. That ain't my America.
Welcome back. This is Jihad-On-America, and I'm your host, Tom O'Halloran. I'm on the air tonight with my friend, Matt for America. Find him on Twitter, at Matt4America. And I'm going to bring him back in just 1 second. My editor and, it appears, show producer. I don't know what I'd do without her. Veronica Coffin has posted a link for me to read to you. If you want to find out where the mosques are, go to www.islamicfinder.org. The website will show you a map, and you can see where the mosques are, and you'll be amazed at how many there are. And just imagine, 85% of these mosques teach hatred of non-believers, of you and me, of the Jews, of anybody that's not a Muslim. 85% of these places. Now, if only 10% of the people that go to 85% of these mosques decide to take action and kill people, how many people will die? Matt, are you still with me, brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay. On your comment about the vast majority of Muslims not being the violent sort.
No, that's not what I said. I said the vast minority.
Oh, minority. Okay. Well, I got you then. I thought we were on a little bit of a disconnect there because we had a communication, the speaker thing. Now, here's one thing, folks. If you see Muslims and you think these are nice people, what is Tom talking about? I've got a Muslim neighbor. He's real nice. He always waves at me. I work with somebody 2 cubicles over, and he's just the nicest guy. I don't like what he cooks in the microwave. It stinks up the house. But he's a nice guy. He's a good engineer. What is Tom on about? Find your way to patriotradioshow.com. Listen to the show, and I've edited the commercials out. It's a flat 40 minutes. Listen to the show. Islam is not a religion. As long as these Muslims are less than 5% of the population, they will seem like very nice people. These are the same people that will cut your head off when they have enough Muslim neighbors.
The website that you just mentioned by your producer or your friend, who I forgot who you said it was. What a resource is that?
Yes.
What a resource. Because it really spells out, Tom, you have been preaching this, and a lot of people have been preaching what Islam has been doing to America. And they think of it as a very macro thing. It's very big. It's something that doesn't affect them because it's too far away. You know what? You need to realize that these things are in your community. I don't care where you live. I live in Northeast Ohio, okay? I understand that I have Islamic areas around here where people want to do damage to me. I understand it's there. I don't care if you live in Northeast Ohio. I don't care if you live in Kansas. I don't care if you live in Texas, California, Idaho. It doesn't matter. These things exist, and they are right there. If you are listening to this show, they are right there by you. And Tom has been telling you this for quite some time. You need to do the research.
Not only that, if you go to IslamicFinder.org, it not only shows you the mosque. You type in your zip code, and it will show you where all the Islamic-owned businesses are in your neighborhood, so you can make sure that you're not giving them your money. Because much of the money any Muslim makes gets funneled through these terrorist funding operations and goes to provide support for the families of suicide bombers. So stop supporting them.
Let me make sure I have this clear. It's IslamicFinder.org, correct? So I can write it down correctly.
Yes, Islamic, ISLAMIC, finder.org.
IslamicFinder.org. I am all over that, Tom. And I can't tell you the service that you do, sir, for this country to point out where the evil exists.
We certainly try, brother. We certainly try. And people don't realize how big of a problem it is. They're starting to wake up, though, because now France has reached an explosion point. There are car burnings every night. There are sections of every major city where the police won't even go into because the Muslims are there. 82% of the people in France feel that Muslims are showing no condemnation of the terrorism. 82% of the people think that all the Muslims are supporting the killing of these cartoonists. In Germany, 2 out of every 3 Germans see Islam as a threat. They are finally waking up. They are finally waking up over there. But there are so many Muslims there. We have a chance to stop it before it gets too bad. Unfortunately, Obama is trying to bring more and more in at record rates. Up to 5 million people in France. Up to 5 million Muslims, many of them Algerian. A handful of them actually participate in these terrorist events. But they are cheered on by the many. By the many. In Germany, there are sections of Germany that are starting to protest against it. In the eastern city of Dresden especially, protests began back in August. And they're growing and growing and growing. Each week now there are 18 and 20,000 people protesting against the Muslims. They're protesting about feeling like foreigners in their own country because these Muslims come in and they take over entire neighborhoods. The gang violence, the Muslim gang violence in the streets, the raping of any girl with blonde hair, the beatings of anybody that's showing legs. It's happened in Norway and Sweden. It happens virtually everywhere, as you know, Matt. The only reason we've been somewhat spared in this country is because their numbers are far fewer as a percentage of the population. But in the areas where the Muslims have a percentage, such as Dearborn, such as Nashville, such as some neighborhoods in New York City, such as Minnesota, it is boiling over, and the violence is beginning.
It is beginning. And you're absolutely right. France has gotten a nice dish of it. And, of course, you're talking about a gun-free zone as far as the whole of France. And America may suffer the same fate if we allow ourselves to go down the same path that France did. However, it is heartening. It is nice to hear that at least certain European unions are starting to wake up to what Islamic terrorism is all about. And it's about time that America wakes up too, because its politicians won't even call it by its name. And we could suffer the most if we don't wake up. And it's time for us to wake up.
Absolutely. We could and we will. Unfortunately, in several cities around the country, the Muslims have wanted to build a mosque, and different cities' zoning ordinances have permitted it where they wanted it. Several times now, at least 4 times we've covered in recent weeks, the Obama administration, the Department of Justice, the Department of Jihad, has stepped in and sued the small town to force them to accept a mosque. Even in neighborhoods where the zoning ordinances say no house of worship. It isn't just mosques. It is no house of worship shall be built anywhere except the main streets. The Muslims wanted it in a residential area. They were denied, like all churches are. The Obama administration sued this small town. A small town had to come up with $7.5 million because they couldn't fight the federal government. Obama is forcing this crap on us, and it's time to stand up. Matt, God bless you, brother. I appreciate you being part of the show tonight. We're coming to a hard break here. Please join us again, okay?
Absolutely, Tom. Thank you for all you do, and God bless you.
All right, brother. Thank you. America, it's time to wake up. Okay? We've got countries boiling over. You see it happening on the news in other countries. The New York Times is hiding it. They're hiding what is actually happening. They edited stories today to hide the fact that one of the victims in this shooting was forced to put a burqa on and read the Quran. They're hiding that. Wake up, America. Wake up before it's too late. God bless you, America. God bless you and yours. This is Tom O'Halloran. I'm out.